Welcome legends, friends, and heroes of the world. This is Omni Flash, and welcome to my channel, the Omni Flash channel. Today we are going to be talking about Perfect World Mobile. And what do you do after you have used all of your guild points and you have maxed out your life skills? Now, if you haven't maxed out your life skills, then you should learn how to get your life skills up and which life skill to get first. And you should check down in the description, check down in the comment, and can go to my life skill guide and learn how to make millions of gold through life skills like I do. I make hundreds of gold through life skill, hundred thousands of gold every day through life skills, and you should too. Now that I have maxed it out at 70, it is time to start moving more points towards guild training. Now, we need battle training, but you need to know what to put your battle points into. And whether or not you need luck, there's two different ways. Do you need luck? I don't think so. I go to Arkansas City, and near the place that you spawn at, there's a statue and you just go up to the statue, and if you worship the statue, you get a lot of luck already. So I don't think you need luck. I use those. I use luck charms, and I still get, in my opinion, almost as much drops as someone who has a ton of points in luck. The drops, in my opinion, I don't feel like someone with a ton of luck gets more legendary drops than I do. Especially now that you get these little dust tickets. So if you collect 25 or 45 of them, you can make one. So those dust tickets actually do take away a lot of the RNG, making luck a little bit less powerful. But I still do this. I go to Arkansas City, worship the statue, get some luck, get your luck charm, get some luck. Alright, so I've already maxed out. A minute ago you saw that I maxed out my fishing and my cooking, and I screwed up first. Alright, I switched to cooking because fishing wasn't making me enough money. But alright, let's go to guild training. P-Attack is great for blade masters, archers, barbarians. Also, any type of physical attack hero going to need a ton of physical attack. And same thing with M-Attack, magic attack. If you're a cleric like me, if you want healing, magic attack is good for helping you heal as well as helping you deal damage. Now, I wouldn't put any points into the stat that doesn't help you at all. So definitely, you want to max out. Like my magic attack is at level 16. It does cost a lot of silver, a lot of points. I don't have enough points to max out yet. Our guild is level 18. So you can max out to 18. The problem is that if you move to a different guild and they don't even have their battle training center isn't high level enough, then your skills don't activate. So you have to keep that in mind if you jump guilds a lot. Now hit is an interesting skill. You want to get this if people start going onto the evasion train. The evasion train is where archers and Vulpines both. Vulpines has this really nice debuff. It debuffs you by 30% hit. Alright, so it decreases your hit by 30%. Archers have evasion buffs, so you can build evasion. You can build evasion Vulpines, evasion archers. And when that happens, I'm going to start throwing points into my hit. Currently, I have quite a lot of hit. I have quite a lot of evasion, simply because I have a goblin. And having a goblin gives me a lot of dex, because I use an all dex goblin. I don't need that much hit and evasion already have a lot from all the decks that my goblin gives me. But, you know, if that comes up, I'm going to have to get that too. Alright, so what's next? Pugnacity and Viciousness. Pugnacity and Viciousness, they're both very important. However, I think that Viciousness is better. Viciousness is critical chance versus players. Alright, so these are PvP stats. I think that you're going to need more Viciousness, because I think that raising your critical chance is more important. Benevolence and Tenacity is the same type of deal, except it is the defensive stats for PvP. And using the same type of logic, I personally believe that Benevolence is more important. Because, you know, those crit damage, they can deal so much more damage, you can't out heal that. You can just blow up. Alright, so after that, there are these stuns. You have Hypnotize, Silence, Root, and Slow. Now, I would recommend, if you have, like, alright, as a cleric, I would recommend Hypnotize, because clerics got that sleep spell, and that's what Hypnotize does. It's for sleep. If you don't have a sleep spell, you don't need Hypnotize. So unless you're a cleric, I don't think you need Hypnotize. Now, almost all classes have a stun. Archers have a stun. You have Vulpines have stuns. Blade Masters have stuns. Barbarians have stuns. So everyone needs some stuns that allows you to stun someone. I think that I believe that anti-stun is very important. I think that what is the most important anti-CC right now is probably anti-stun. Because as soon as monkeys drop, okay, the Wukong monkeys drop. When the Wukong pets drop, everyone's going to get one. All the rich people are going to get one. I'll try to get one. But I don't know how much they'll cost. But the Wukong pets will stun you unless you have maxed out your anti-stun. So anti-stun is very high on my list. Anti-hypnotize is not that important. It is still important, but as soon as a cleric sleeps you, someone else is probably going to hit you. So it's not that powerful unless you have very disciplined DDs that looks at their targets before shooting. You have to see that they're sleeping and not hit them. If you hit them, that just breaks the sleep. They wake up. So, I mean, it's just, it's not that important. I hate stuns and I hate silence. So silence can really ruin your day. You're still trying to cast, but you can't do anything. Root and slows, not that important to me. However, if you get rooted and slowed and you don't like it, definitely get some anti-root, anti-slow. Also, if you are a wizard and you have lots of roots and slows or something, you definitely need to get lots of root and slow. So build onto root and slow if your skills have lots of root and slow. And if you have a lot of stuns, build on stuns. This way, you have a higher chance of actually doing that crowd control skill on them. Alright, so yeah, right here, you look into it. Clerics do have, as a demon cleric, your purify skill turns into this really nice seal thing that silences you. However, that also, as a cleric, as a demon cleric, that skill also prevents like 90% damage. So, you know, that skill isn't that great. You can toss it on maybe a barb that no one's supposed to attack. You tell your whole team not to attack that barb, and you can just put that barb to sleep using that skill as a demon cleric. But most of the time, I'm going to say, we're all going to be healing clerics. Healing clerics are so strong and so powerful. Most of the time, I'm not going to be a demon cleric, simply because my stats aren't optimized for dealing damage. My stats are optimized for healing, optimized for not dying. So yeah, as a cleric, you want to not die. You probably don't want to put very much into viciousness or pugnacity. However, if you are DPS, you want viciousness and pugnacity. I would focus on viciousness, and as a tank, you would want to focus on benevolence. But you will want both benevolence and tenacity. Tenacity is just overall less damage, but benevolence, you actually have less of a critical chance. So you know, the crit, I think, is super important. If you can build that up, you can build defense up for your crit, build up the your crit attack chance. If you're a DPS, that will help you kill things a lot faster before they can heal, before they can pop a pill, before they can chi burst. So definitely crit allows you to burst things down. I would focus both on viciousness and benevolence. So you do have limited amount of guild points to distribute and limited amount of silver. So you do have to prioritize. So if you're a DPS, you should prioritize on dealing damage. Also be aware that evasion archers and evasion vulpines are an actual possibility in the future. So definitely keep an eye on that happening, and have some hit, and have some guild points to up your hit if that's necessary. Now, if you're a cleric, I just don't do the damage skills. I don't put any viciousness. I don't put any. I don't do any pugnacity, just because I'm not supposed to deal damage. I'm just supposed to keep everyone healing. However, if you are a demon cleric, then you will fall into the DPS section. If you are a barbarian, you're gonna try to be tanky, sort of like a cleric, and you just really don't care about dealing that much damage. Now, if you go back into the main life skill page, you can see that there is actually HP. HP is useful for all classes, but especially useful for clerics and barbarians. If you are a DPS, you also need HP, but you want to focus on dealing damage. You want to have viciousness, pugnacity, focusing on viciousness more for that critical chance. You also want to have hit, especially when evasion archers and evasion vulpines. If you are an archer or vulpine, focus on getting some evasion. You want to max out your evasion so that people will start missing you. I hope this video helped you. If you don't know what to do with your life skills to get those life skills up, making gold, be sure to check out my life skill video. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share it with all your friends, comment below, and I'll see you next time in the next video.